What's up guys, I'm Jason, it's the Freebird Garage, and today we are doing a rebuild on a CV carb. What's up Freebirds, welcome back to the channel. You read that title right, we are working on a CV carb today. And in particular, of course, on the FXR behind me. CV carb though is a stock factory carburetor that Harley pretty much ran on all of their bikes and models throughout the years. So if you have one, this should cover you for your main basis of rebuilding your car. Without further ado, let's get started. Now you see the carb is off. Let's get to disassembling it. Let's take off the top here. Now I'm using an impact, very light touches, but it really helps if just be careful if you're doing that way. Whoop, there you go, there's the diaphragm. You want to be very careful when you're removing it. The reason why you may not have your throttle responding correctly or opening all the way is because you may not have a good vacuum on your carburetor, which can cause from tears, rips. They don't come in the rebuild kit. You have to order these separately. Check the rubber pieces here. Put them up to the light. Look for tears, look for snags, anything that's out of the norm. A little bit of the carbon buildup, which is normal from wear and tear. Slide does get worn. That's why you want to have these also replaced if you are having problems with it sliding or not moving up and down correctly. Normal wear on it, so I'm not too worried about it. Work our way to the bottom. You do have two jets here below. This is your accelerator pump. It squirts actually fuel into your carburetor when you are twisting the throttle. That's what comes out of right here. And those are actually pressed in. You can get those out. I don't recommend them. Just like in the manual, they say you keep them in there when you clean them. The pipe overflow. Got the bottom of the bowl. Make sure you remove here as well. There is a diaphragm, a little spring, so be careful. Once you get all three bolts out. Ring in there. Want to remove that little diaphragm. Move the bottom screw here, overflow screw. So we're going to move the main jet and your slow jet here. That is the slow jet. You can see down there, that came out of there. The main jet needs to go on top. Pull it out. We'll remove float here now. Everything apart. Good to go for cleaning. You see a bunch of parts on here. Don't have to remove these. Studs, those are going to stay on there. Choke as well, it's going to stay on there for cleaning. Float, inspect for any wears or any holes or check the seams. Now there's a lot of chambers in the carb, bottom of the float, here it's too. All of that needs to be clean. You don't want any specks of dirt or carbon buildup. This is what I like to use. Carb chem basket. We're going to put the carb cable. The cable's gonna sit out. It's not gonna go all the way in, just like that, into the basket. Whole thing in. Drop the bottom of the float. This there in as well. Our main jet. This will save a lot of the finer details of scrubbing in your car. Now, I usually let it sit for 24 hours. See you in the rebuild. Everything cleaned up. Most of the hard work, you still have some work to put in now. Getting in there with the brush and getting the best you can scrubbed out. Blow with the air gun. Once you're done, I think this helps scrape away, grab some of the gunk, and then we'll use this to actually use in some of the jets. The jets have been cleaned. You want to go through each of the holes, and then when you do, brake clean, air, you want to make sure these things are pristine, clean. Put them up to the light, you should be able to see right there. It shouldn't be a struggle. You should be able to see right through the little holes that are on there. Ran a wire through there to clean the accelerator pump nozzle as well down in the bottom of the float. This needle here. Any of the orifices, tubes, here we go. All that cleaned up. Run the wire through and make sure you're not running something that is bigger than the hole or just bigger than the hole, because you'll end up boring it out even bigger. Run a wire through each of those as you can. Just very gently put them through. Make sure that it's all clean. Shoot some compressed air into every spot. Bottom below here. Your air fuel mixture needle that's still in here. You don't have to remove it. Take a little copper wire. There's some holes up on top. Poke in there. Make sure you got any loose dirt. Needle jet that you clean the inside. You want to make sure it's facing the right way in the car. Wider end there. Seated inside the car. Going to sit right in there in the middle. That's where the needle goes into from the top. Don't force it, but that's where it sits, just like that. Reassembly. First, you're going to need your gasket kit here. This covers everything 88 to 06 CV carbs. Start off with our jets here. We're going to put in. I'm actually going to be bumping up one of my jets. We're going to be moving from a 165 main jet to a 175 because I have now a stage 1. You just want to rub them until they're snug. You don't want to over tighten them. I've already installed the main jet right here. Slow jet, just run it down. That's all you need. Float, guard to your manual. These are adjustable to where you need to be for balancing over how this should sit. Float right here, you can actually, there's a little metal tab, how to check by manual at a 20-degree angle. Slide it over. This should hopefully be in the good position. We'll have to adjust if it's not because there's a new needle going in. Find the old pin, slide that in. On the float, you can only see where the seam is. You want to run in a 20-degree angle card, and then that float should run flat like that. And that's the correct adjustment on it. If you need to, just take that little metal tab, if yours just has that, and adjust it downward or upward. I like it, we're good to go. Gasket bolts in so she doesn't move. Little diaphragm up here. Comes with a new spring in your kit. We'll go right into there. Spring will sit right on top like that. And then the cap with the O-ring. Seat it down. Give it a good snug. Vacuum. Drop that in. That goes in there. Going to drop the needle in. Top, then your spring. Alright guys, CV car is rebuilt. We have disassembled, we have cleaned, and we have reassembled. It is ready to be put back on the bike, but I'm going to save that for another video for you guys to see. So, if you made it all the way through, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button, tap that like, press that notification, leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And for those that have already subscribed, thank you. As always guys, stay free, and I'll catch you later.